Good morning, dear ones. August 24th, 2021. It's about 10 o'clock, South Padre Island. It's kind of strange out here. I guess the tourist season is over, and it's a Friday morning. And it's early. It's usually quiet out here this time on Friday, but nothing's going on. I mean, there's only been one or two cars go out the road there. And anyway, I've been sitting here having a smoke, and I watched my last video, and I just started crying and connecting. I didn't know it was that beautiful, in my opinion. I'm pretty impressed with myself sometimes. Anyway, got my little makeshift tent thing going here. Just kind of like a sail. I don't have any correct poles. This is a tent I salvaged, and I think can take the storm. I still haven't gotten the rest of my stuff off of the park, and some's hidden in the dunes, but when all of your time's taken up getting water and making sure you got water to drink, not even to shower with, um, which I hydrated a lot. I went to town yesterday. I thought I was going to pick up some money, but I didn't even receive a message back from the people that said they were sending the money, so I don't know what happened with that. Anyway, that's wore me out enough to take practically 2 days of my time away. So I'm going to concentrate on these other things, I guess. I have some things I'm going to do that pertain to my rights being violated and with the park rangers and stuff. That's why I'm over here, because they're threatening to trespass me, which, I mean, I could ignore it. Well, I have ignored it to some extent, but I don't want to have a criminal thing on me. And I'm trying to work to help to heal this place and heal people, so I see a way. I see a lot of opportunities to help out this situation. Let's put it that way. And I don't want to go into it because I'm manifesting this with the angels, and we don't talk about things. That's a release of the energy, so I'm going to, because other people's thoughts will get involved at a quantum level. It's about human rights, it's about health and safety, and it's about some young guys that just don't understand what discrimination is or does to a group of people. Anyway, I've been really connected today, and this is a wonderful, wonderful experience for me. And I'll just share something that I was thinking about, and I was thinking how people think of me and stereotype me as, a homeless person, which a priest that takes vows to, excuse me, to not own a home. Yes, I guess that qualifies as homeless. But homelessness is a description of an economic condition. It's not a description of a person. Um, and once it's used to describe a person, then it's a stereotype. Then it's a motivation for discriminatory behavior, because you see it. If you can pigeonhole it as someone as a problem by descripting them with a stereotype, that's pigeonholing somebody. And obviously, human beings don't fit in pigeonholes. I've met 4 or 5 quote unquote homeless people on this beach, and each one had unique issues. One was a con man, one was a predator, one was a drug addict. I saved one of their lives, by the way, in the park when no police were out there. No one knows except him. And it's in some of my other videos back when it happened in a storm. Anyway, the insight that I got and that I remembered was when a hero is asked to do the impossible, they don't ask how much they're going to get paid, or even if they're going to survive. And the heroes of this world, many unsung and unknown, are here. And we do not worry about how much we're going to get paid. I'll just put it that way. Or if we sleep in a home tonight. Now, I have literally saved 8 lives over the past 2.5 years. Now, I guess those police officers might say they've saved some lives too. But in my mind, that makes me a wonderful, needed person on the planet. As well as all that. That's just a very, very small part of what I've done here. And when we say that so within, so without, you can make this world, we can make this world perfect if we can perfectly face ourselves. We don't have to be perfect for us to live in a perfect world. The reality is we live in a perfect world. And that's why this plan is going to work, because it's part of the plan. It's the plan. And I thank Mother Father for the wonderful opportunity to be a part of it. And, it takes being out here, and you would see this as a test, but you see, the loving angels, they brought me into this quite lovingly. And, there's Mr. Dragonfly this morning. We got a few clouds too, thank God, and the wind has shifted, so it seems to be sucking up into a big thunderhead over there, which I see some huge clouds. This is a good ways away. We might get a little rain today, which, honestly, I would enjoy that. Maybe I will definitely, if we get a good shower, be out here in it with my soap. Oh, God. As a matter of fact, angels, get to work. See, that's how I joke with my angels, because they know me. They know me, I think, better than I know myself, because I still have some of these egocentric things going on. It's not the same, though, like it was at one time with me, where the ego controlled parts of my life. I don't feel like the ego controls much of my life here now. But I wanted to say now something about the ego. We don't, well, I don't know if this is about the ego or not, but what I was thinking of earlier, you don't stop doing negative things. It's like if you drink, or when I drank because it alleviated the pain and misery of trauma that I had suffered. Okay, well, I was trying to get rid of that, if you could think of it that way, to stop it, But the thing is, we can't stop what's inside of us, but we can replace it. And the day I decided I wanted to live more than I wanted to die, literally, from that day forward, I have not truly wanted a drink that bad. And that's over 10 years ago now. And when I found out about the abuse that I had blocked out, I was so angry I never wanted to take a drink again because I was like, how could I have let people take such advantage of me that I hid in a bottle, you know? And just like racism and things, that guy Wallace that ran for president, and he was all about racism, and he was ended up shot by his own black security guard at his rally and crippled for life. And he said later in life, and this is for real, you can look it up, that he was wrong and he was sorry for the things that he'd said about black people. And and I say black people, I'm old school, that's how I see people of very dark color. Well, I'll say African American. I don't want to offend anyone, but I lived in Jamaica for 30 years. And people think about Jamaicans and Rastafarians and that. Man, I met Rastafarians that were some of the kindest people I ever met in my life. Soft spoken, knowledgeable, wise, loving people. And probably I wouldn't have been alive if I hadn't met some of them. And they had skins so black, man. I mean, black as that coffee right there. Really. And a man told me one time, he said, and he's a Jamaican man. He was very positive. I was in a negative ass mood, and he was trying to cheer me up, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. I got pissed off at it. And he said, there's always a person who will kick you down. And he said, there's always that person that'll walk by and see you laying on the side of the street and not give a damn. Or be afraid to. I said not give a damn. Or not, will walk by you on the street. I'll quote him. But they'll always be the one who comes along and will help you up. And he was that person, and I don't know, I don't believe in coincidences. But when I look back over my life and I see those little small things, they mean so much to me because they all came together into a spiritual awakening. That's the most fantastic thing that anyone could ever experience. And I was sitting here just crying, calling to Mother, Father, God. And I want to share this with anyone I can, because when you can feel this good about yourself and experience the wonderful joy and love, and you don't see anyone here with me, but I am surrounded in the spirit. Oh, and they're holding me now. Because when you call on them, they're truly there. I'm surrounded by my ancestors, and Mother, Father, God is shining a light on me. Oh, so bright. But I just want to bless over you and let you know that the promise of Mother, Father is real. It's realer than anything you've ever experienced. And there's no way to put it into words. No way. What I'm experiencing now can only be experienced. Please, take heed. The energy is with you. Join us as one in unity consciousness. I am from the light, that which has arisen naturally from within. Come home, my dear ones. Come home to Mother, for I love you oh so very much. That's a message from Mother God. Blessed be to you. I love you. Namaste.